Alright, DRX fam, so we're gonna hit some legs and some shoulders today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna interchange between each of them. So we're gonna do a leg exercise first, then a shoulder, and then we're gonna go back to legs. So how I'm gonna structure this today is we're gonna do a dynamic warm-up, then we're gonna move into compound movements, then some accessory movements after. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so before we do anything, we're gonna do some myofascial release techniques with the foam roller. So what you want to do is you don't want to really rush over the areas when you foam roll. You want to kind of, if you find areas that are tight, you have any kind of knots, you call it, tight areas, just kind of sit on there and kind of just roll it out real slow. So, I mean, I'll probably do like 5 rolls for each muscle, just so that, you know, I can really roll it out.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so now we're gonna go into a little bit of dynamic warm-up. So the goal for a dynamic warm-up is to just, you know, get the joints moving, mimic movements that you're gonna do in the regular lifts, just so that you can get full range of motion. Alright, so we're gonna go into compound movements. So our first exercise is gonna be squats. So my goal for these squats are to get full range of motion. I'm gonna go heavy, but I'm not gonna max out by any means. So I'll probably go up to 225. I'm gonna try and do 5 sets of these, so I'll work my way up.
Ask you what you're thinking about. Ask you what you're dreaming about. Say your life is full of doubts. You don't know what you're talking about. You tell me what's on your mind, but how can you be so blind? I am the one who's hurting, but I'm just a burden. In the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed them the most, they're just ghosts. In the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed them the most, they're just ghosts. They're just ghosts.
Alright, so the next lift we're gonna get into is a military dumbbell press, and honestly this is one of my weakest lifts, but it's just because I don't have, I have kind of like an impingement in my left shoulder. So Ryan's been working on it. We've been trying to get more space in the joint, the head of the humerus. So yeah, we'll try and get 5 sets of this. I don't know how heavy I'll go, but I'll try and get 6 to 8 reps for each set.
I don't know what else to say. I can feel you pull away. You don't understand where I come from, 'cause you're just in the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed
Alright guys, so now we're gonna do leg press. So we're gonna go kind of heavy on this, but we're gonna do 3 sets of 3 drop sets. And then for a drop set, we're probably gonna try and get, I'm gonna try and get 8 reps out of each drop set. So we're gonna start off with, I'm gonna start off with 5 plates and then take 1 plate off for each drop set.
All the lights go passing by, and all of my thoughts, they multiply. I see it flash before my eyes. I see the hope, the reasons why. I lose myself in these city nights. I lose myself in these city nights. I'll never forget those city.
Alright, so now we're gonna go into lateral cable raises. So just like the leg press, we're gonna drop set these. So we're gonna go 3 drop sets. We're gonna drop the weight a little bit, and then we're gonna try and hit 10 each. Even if I don't get 10, I'm gonna like self-spot myself. So I'm gonna bring it up and then work on the eccentric movement. So eccentric movement would be like the going down part of the lateral raise. So that works the muscle pretty well too. So let's get into it. Alright, so now we're gonna go into a little bit of machine work just to burn out the muscle. A little bit more accessory work. So we're gonna superset leg extensions with the seated hamstring curls. We're gonna do 15 each, 3 sets of those. And then we're gonna go into a little bit of posterior delt work. So we're gonna go into posterior delt flies with a high pull, with a high row. So when you're doing more of the accessory work, you wanna make sure that you really feel the contraction in the muscle, the muscle that you're trying to isolate. Like for the leg extensions, really focus on those quads. And then for your posterior delt flies, just make sure you really focus on squeezing those scapulas together, the back of the shoulder blades. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so last couple exercises we're gonna do, we're gonna superset these rear delt flies with a high rope pull. And we're gonna do, just like the leg extension and the hamstring curls, we're gonna do 15 of each, 3 sets.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
All right, guys, thanks for joining me today for my leg and shoulder workout. But every time you go in the gym, make sure you give it 100%, you know, every rep, every set. So if you like this video, you know, press the like button and subscribe to our channel and look out for our next video.